Hello, my peepers. Welcome to the January 26th challenge. And we will pick pencils. Look it. There's not many left. Oh, let's see what this one says. We are going to use the Denyse Pablos. So let me go grab them. Somebody asked me in my last video, or my Friday tea time, the tea time with Friday Reads, if that one shelf behind me was full of just pencils. Yes, it is. Plus the shelf up above it has 5 pencil cases. Yes, those are all pencils. Okay, we have the Pablos. We are working in Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denyse Klette. And doing this page, we'll start with the tree. So we'll find some browns. And looking for my pencil sharpener. And let's do so how is everybody? And who has this coloring book, and have you colored in it yet? And do you have the Denyse Pablos? I know that they're on the expensive side. They are not a budget-friendly pencil. And I don't know if I want to do some just straight coloring in this or some shading, because you know me, I very seldom, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but you can see the lines. I very seldom just straight color, at least with pencils. I do with gel pens and markers. So I didn't do much today because we went and visited my dad. And then we went grocery shopping. Came home, unloaded the vehicle, and sat down and read my book until the 8 o'clock Hallmark movie came on. So I have like 100 pages left in the book to read. So I will be finishing that tomorrow. So yeah, I watched Snow Coming on the Hallmark Channel, and then decided I needed to make this video. But it's going up. I'm not uploading it until Sunday. The weather actually cooperated, except it was very cold. And I hadn't left the house since last Sunday, so it's like, no, I want to go hibernate again. It's too cold out. We went to Walmart because I wanted to look for some paper clips so that I can make some pretty paper clips for mine, for Sean's and Robin's journals, our traveling journals. So I will be doing that this week. And I was looking for, like, I don't know where fur is, it's 4. Was looking for some pretty glass containers that has like a wide mouth to it for my pencils and pens that are not colored pencils but number 2 pencils, and my pens that I write with for on top of my table here, because right now they are in beer steins that have designs on them, but I wanted something prettier and I couldn't find anything. So we went to the Dollar Tree and they really didn't have anything I wanted. Plus I went to the Dollar Tree to see if I could find the organizer that someone had shown on their channel that they put their washi tape in, and they didn't have anything. This Dollar Tree is very small anyways. I wasn't impressed. I will have to try a couple others. We used to have one here in town, but they took that out many years ago, and I don't know why. I do have a Dollar General, so I'll have to go check that store out. And they do have a an organizer on Amazon for washi tape, so I will probably end up ordering that sometime. So when I went grocery shopping, at the end of the checkout aisle, they had magazines and They had one for the keto diet, so there was keto recipes. So I decided to grab that because I really want to try that. My mom and my sister are doing it. They've been losing weight, and my mom's diabetes is gone, and my sister's numbers have gone down. And both their doctors had told them that's the best diet plan to be on for diabetes. So I'm going to try it. So the beginning of the magazine, it tells you what foods you should be eating and the foods not to eat. So that was very helpful. And the one thing that I thought was healthy isn't, and that is hummus, because I've been buying hummus to have with my vegetables, and they're saying no chickpeas. I'm like, okay, but it tells you have ranch dressing and blue cheese dressing, and nothing is supposed to be fat-free. You're supposed to eat, it's high fat and like protein, because that's what burns the calories. So I know a lot of you are going, what? But trust me, it works. Even if you have high cholesterol, this works, because their cholesterol numbers had gone down too. So I did make a list. Well, I didn't make a list, but they have a list on one page of what to eat and what not to eat. So I was really thrilled that I did good shopping this week. The only thing is, and it does tell you to eat the taco salads, but instead of chips, you use like iceberg lettuce, which I never ever buy, or romaine lettuce, you know, so they look like little bowls. Well, I bought the chips before I knew. Well, I know not to eat the chips with diabetes, but I have them once in a while. So I did buy a bag of the Tostitos whole grain scoops, because those are the ones I like. Because the mukbang video for Monday is taco salad. So for this taco salad, I am using my nachos. And for Super Bowl Sunday, I am doing my homemade nachos. So I will be using what's left over of those Tostitos. And I am making the video on Sunday because it's for Super Bowl Sunday, but I'm not going to post it up until Monday for Mukbang Monday. But pretty much everything else I bought is healthy. And I know not to eat much fruit with diabetes, and so the fruits that it tells in the magazine to eat is avocados and berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Well, I bought raspberries and blackberries because I've been buying those. So I'm safe on that. The only other fruit that I still have in the house is my tangerines that I try to have in the morning for breakfast. And I bought some cut up mango because I love my mango. So I will buy the mango probably once a month. but I will continue to buy my berries, and I'll start buying more strawberries and blueberries, even though I know they cost more. You know, why is it when I do my videos, that's when Rascal looks for me? Rascal, what is your issue? Come on. And I bought shrimp, because that is on the list of what I can have. Any beef, any chicken, any pork. What is the issue? Come here. What? Hi, honey. You're a pretty boy. You're a good boy. And I was going to buy some other fish, but they didn't have my salmon tails that they usually do. And I should have bought the catfish because I love catfish, but I didn't. But I have chicken, and I have pork chops for this week. And I don't know what I'm going to do in the place of pasta, and that's a window. Well, no, because I know this is inside the tree, but I'm going to leave it that color just because the inside of the tree is the same color. And I can have nuts. Oops. Which I do eat a few almonds every day. Can have like sour cream and stuff like that. I know usually that's not when you're on diets, but this one works. So that's what I'm doing. And there's recipes. I am an omelet person, so that's good because eggs is on this list, and it has different recipes for omelets. But whatever I put in my omelets is on the list, so I'm doing well there. And I very, very seldom have toast. So I love bagels, and I can't even tell you the last time was I had one of those. So I'll be okay on this. So, yep, I will be bad this week and Super Bowl Sunday, because I'm making nachos for Super Bowl Sunday. And probably once a month I will do a pasta, because I love my pasta. Even though it shows you what to do for substitute, like zucchini spirals and that instead of the pasta, but I don't think my husband will eat that. I will. So, and I know there's one day a month that my mom said that she cheats, because you have to do that once in a while, or this, you know how that goes. You got to treat yourself once in a while. So I figured, well, the second weekend of every month is my readathon that I do. And that's when I like to have my chips, because that's what I'm going to start doing. So yeah, that weekend will be my cheat. Like Saturday will be my cheat day. The only other thing is I get that Universal Yum Box in the mail, and that has chips and candy in it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just cancel that. Because if I'm going to have a cheat day with chips, it's going to be my Doritos. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Getting tired because it's late. So, there's a lot of recipes in the magazine that I would do because I'm usually picky about, I had a lot of diabetes magazines and I would not cook half the stuff in it. I wouldn't even know where to buy some of the seasonings in that they used. No. And then they would have you have potatoes when you're not supposed to have potatoes. So I'm like, well, I don't understand. This doesn't. This has you substituting with mashed cauliflower. Now, I'm not a huge cauliflower fan. I will eat it, but I don't buy like heads of cauliflower. And I don't buy heads of broccoli either. I'll buy some of the florets. But my grocery store now sells the mashed cauliflower in the freezer section. So I bought some. I had bought some before and it was plain tasting and I didn't care for it. This one has the cheese in it, which is what I was told in the magazine to get. So if I end up liking it, I will buy more because I miss my mashed potatoes. I love my potatoes. And it does explain how this keto works and your insulin levels. It explains all of that in it. So let's add, what do we got? Let's try some charcoal gray in there. So for right now, I'm going to eat what's up in my cupboard and in my freezer, and then once the bad stuff is gone, I will really be stocking up on the good stuff. Which meats I've always bought anyways. And vegetables. It's just, there's certain vegetables you shouldn't have. And then the one that I was told to stay away from before is actually listed to eat in this, and that's the beets. So I will continue to buy those. And I love asparagus. Broccoli's okay, but they have a recipe in there for a broccoli to do in the oven, like with an olive oil and what do they call that? It's not grilled, it's not broiled. You know what I'm talking, oh, not steamed. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Scott's like, really? And I said, yeah. So I read the recipe to him and he goes, oh, that sounds good. So maybe I can get him on this health bandwagon too. I know he's not overweight at all, but his doctor does want him to eat better. So, yep. Roasted not Brussels sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts. Roasted broccoli. And it tells what to put on it. And the one good thing about this is it tells me to use olive oil, sesame oil, and coconut oil, which is all I have in the house anyways. I haven't had vegetable oil in my house. I can't even tell you when the last time was. I always buy extra virgin olive oil. And it lasts me a while. It goes a long ways. And butter. You can use butter, unsalted, which I do use. But I don't use a lot of butter. I don't butter much. I don't put butter on my vegetables. And I very seldom put it on my potatoes. I use sour cream. So. Oh, and cheese. I can have cheese, which is a good thing. So. I know I'm just rambling. Just a rambling. That's what these coloring chats are. I'm just rambling. You know, I won't talk a lot about my health because I don't like to do that. That's just me. We all have our own health issues. I just don't like talking about them. I use the coloring as a way to escape from all that. But I will, I'll say, okay, I have diabetes, so I don't eat this. And I'll talk about the keto diet once in a while. Especially my mukbang, because those are all homemade foods. I don't order out very often. And now I won't be hardly at all. So I am going to use my keto recipes. Once I get past this week and next week, I will be using my keto recipes. And I will fix them the way that I like things, because there's some vegetables that I don't like. I like just about any vegetable. I do not like Brussels sprouts, rutabaga, and turnips at all. Parsnips, don't like those either. Carrots, I would rather eat raw than cooked. Unless they're like in a stew or a soup, then I'll eat them. Although I did fix carrots one day in the oven, and I loved them, and I can't remember what I put on them. I hope it wasn't honey, because if it was, that's one thing I cannot have on the keto. But lots of water, lots of tea, and coffee. I do use creamer in my coffee, but I only have 1 cup a day, so I think I'll be okay with that. But I drink a ton of tea, and I don't put anything in my tea. I drink it plain. Iced tea and hot tea. It's plain, no sugar. Although it tells me I can use stevia, is it stevia sweetener, but I thought that kind of had qualities in it that could cause cancer. So I don't buy that either. And I don't drink diet soda, pop. I call it pop. I don't drink diet pop. If I have pop once in a great while, it's regular pop. And I love Dr. Pepper. So if I'm going to have it, I might as well just drink the regular. Yeah, pop's not something I go out and buy. And I don't eat rice anymore. I love rice, but I haven't had that in a long time either. So yeah, it tells you there's riced cauliflower and mashed cauliflower. So I'm just going to incorporate them into my diet. Okay, that's it for today, my peepers. Please stay tuned for another episode of a January challenge, and be on the lookout for my Happy Mail video, because that'll be coming up this weekend as well. And I will talk to y'all later, my peepers. Bye-bye.